In many parts of the world, one Ceres will be at opposition facing the Sun in the sky. It will be visible for most of the night, reaching its highest point in the sky. Let's take a look at one Ceres. Ceres is a dwarf planet in the central asteroid belt between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. It was the first known asteroid, discovered and announced as a new planet on January 1, 1801, by Giuseppe Piazzi of the Palermo Observatory in Sicily. Ceres was later classified as an asteroid, then a dwarf planet, making it the only planet within the orbit of Neptune. Its radius is 296 miles. If Earth were the size of a nickel, Ceres would be about the size of a poppy seed, with an average distance of 413 million kilometers. Ceres is 2.8 astronomical units from the Sun. It takes 22 minutes for sunlight to travel from the Sun to Ceres. One Ceres reaches opposition this month. When it is opposite the Sun in the sky, Earth moves between one Ceres and the Sun. It is in the constellation Sagittarius and will be visible for most of the night. It reaches its highest point in the sky around midnight local time. That means it rises at about the same time the Sun sets, and sets at about the same time the Sun rises. It reaches its highest point in the sky around midnight local time. But despite being closest to Earth, one Ceres is so far from Earth that it can only be seen as a star-like point of light, even through a telescope. Around the same time that one Ceres passes opposition, it is closest to Earth perigee and appears brightest. NASA's Dawn spacecraft entered orbit around Ceres, becoming the first spacecraft to visit the dwarf planet and provide detailed images and data on its geology, composition, and history. Ceres is more similar to the terrestrial planets like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars than it is to its neighboring asteroids, but it is much thinner. One similarity is a layered interior, although Ceres' layers are not as well defined. Ceres probably has a solid core and a mantle of water ice. In fact, Ceres may be up to 25% water. If this is true, Ceres has more water than Earth. Ceres' crust is rocky and dusty, with large deposits of salt. The salt on Ceres is different from table salt sodium chloride and is made from other minerals, such as magnesium sulfate. Ceres is one of the few places in the solar system where scientists hope to look for possible signs of life. Ceres has something that many other planets don't have: water. Here on Earth, water is essential for life, so it's possible that other places could support life if this ingredient and other conditions are met. If there is anything living on Ceres, it is likely to be very small microorganisms similar to bacteria. Even if there is no life on Ceres now, there may be evidence that it has been there in the past. At opposition, one Ceres is visible most nights. If it is on the opposite side of the Sun in the sky, that means it rises about the same time the Sun sets, and sets about the same time the Sun rises. It is scheduled to reach its highest point in the sky around midnight local time. So don't miss the first Ceres this month.